Is Nas spearheading 40 Acres and a Mule for hip hop? Let's talk about it.
Yo, Polly Rob, what up? What up?
This is a big one. Legendary rapper Nas, along with Scarface, has just launched a big hip hop grant called the Paid in Full Foundation, which offers support in terms of money and healthcare for artists that are legends in the game that hasn't probably gotten their fair share to be able to get some, future funding and good health care, for the extent of their lives. You know what I mean? Hip hop has been, out for 50 years and is still going. And they're trying to put together more opportunities for our legendary artists to be able to get paid and do things that they want to do for the future after them being in the spotlight of hip hop. And I think that that's phenomenal. I don't know why a lot more people are not talking about this. This is what we need. This is what we need. For years, it's been small speculations of, conversations of how to continue to honor our legends, not just, putting them on award shows and giving them, legendary concert appearances and things like that. Like how to actually help them stabilize their lives after hip hop. You know what I mean? Respectfully speaking, we have some legends in the game that although they've given the utmost contribution to our culture, in the past they haven't been treated fairly. And of course, in the future, they haven't been treated fairly as well. So we needed to do some things to be able to give back. And, Nas and Scarface, along with others, is helping to push that narrative. And I think that that's amazing. You know what I mean? One of the biggest things for anyone who has done, 15, 20 years worth of service, healthcare is a big thing. It's a very prominent thing for anybody. But for someone who has been on stage, rocking shows day after day, somebody who's been performing and putting on for different people and traveling so many places, they need to be able to have some type of health care to keep them going. Even now, hip hop is not like you're working at a job and getting paid every 2 weeks. You have to really grind and earn your keep. You know what I mean? And then even in those cases, with the way the labels and the way the contracts work and the way publishing works, and those are so many other elements that we have to still work out for us to benefit in our own culture. But I think that Nas and Scarface is doing a great thing right now with this Paid in Full Foundation, really trying to, bring, funding, which is, in terms of grants, I believe this is a $500,000 grant fund, which means that they don't have to pay it back. This is for them, along with funding for healthcare, which is a great thing. And I don't know all of the details. We'll get all the details later, and I'll make sure I do another video with that. But if they're setting themselves to do this consistently and efficiently, this can be a really big thing for our hip hop culture and something that we all need. You know what I mean? I want to see and I'm not saying that these legendary artists are the ones who need help, but I'm just throwing names out there. I want to see my, Grandmaster Caz, you know what I'm saying, continue to live on and be legendary. I want to see my MC Lights. I want to see my LL Cool J's. I want to see my legendary artists that I look up to. I want them to still be on this earth, and I still want them to live comfortably on this earth so they can continue to get their flowers. You know what I mean? This is a really great thing. And, just for me, it's like I'm a producer in the industry as well. And, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that, I financially stabilize myself for as many years as possible. But if we can get to a point, 10, 20 years from now where we're having some level of like social security for hip hop or some level of retirement benefits after 15, 20 years of hip hop service, if we can get to that point, that'll be big. I don't have all the details of how we're going to get there, but I know for sure that this Paid in Full Foundation is just the first step in many. You know what I mean? We got our hip hop museum. We have our legendary streets. We have our rapper days like Tupac Day, Biggie Day, things like that. We have those type of things. Now let's get to the money. Let's get to helping our legends continue on because the country people got it. Country people continuously respect their legends and keep them afloat. We need to do the same thing. So I'm glad that they're doing that, man. Make sure you go support. The website is paidinfullfoundation.com. If you want to figure out more details, make sure you go to paidinfullfoundation.com and check that out. And let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. This is the first step in many of helping out our legends. But let me know in the comments. You already know I talk back. And I thank y'all for liking and subscribing and hit the notifications in the corner. I'm almost there to 225 subscribers. Let's get me there, man. I appreciate y'all. Work low.